During the 1980s and 1990s, my firm had one of the largest criminal injury practices in Northern Ireland. We acted for a very broad spectrum of claimants, ranging from servicemen to individuals injured on all sides. And as a result, we gained not only a significant amount of experience in handling criminal injury claims, but also we saw at first hand the dreadful injuries and trauma inflicted on the victims. And there's no one set of victims, in my opinion, who have got a monopoly of suffering here. In more recent times, I have been providing assistance to Michael Gallagher and his OMA support group, and a range of clients who I had not actually processed criminal injury claims for, but people who have come to me for support on hearing that the work that we've been trying to do to see if we can get some form of financial compensation from the Libyan government, and that would include people like Alan McBride, who lost his wife in the Shankill bomb. So far as my stance in this is concerned, and if I may just say at the outset, I think there are two fundamental issues I would submit to the committee for consideration. One is the need to obtain access to the frozen bank accounts, and I'm not satisfied that that issue has been dealt with in any way properly to date. And secondly, to ensure that if any monies do become available, that they are apportioned appropriately, fairly and across the board for all victims, not only in Northern Ireland but in parts of England that were the subject of bombing and other attacks. But it's vitally important that one small group should not be entitled or seen to be entitled to obtain a significant amount of compensation over and above other victims who perhaps have been quiet, for want of a better expression, and have not raised their profile. I also think it is very important that one of the objectives should be to ensure that any monies that do become available are also utilised for the benefit of the entire community or communities, either in the form of support for hospitals or other welfare projects, and I've made a few suggestions in that regard. We've attended the meetings of the Libya unit. I've had meetings with previous NI Secretary of State, I've had meetings with various politicians, but I still have not seen the legal reasoning behind the government assertion that under international law they cannot challenge these bank accounts. There was a time where the Libyan government, there could have been a deal done that would have brought it, albeit not very satisfactory, and albeit would not have brought the if you like, the vindication that that Michael and his team would have wanted, but it would have been something. And at least the victims would have felt something was being attempted, but nothing seems to have been mentioned. There has to be pressure. Nothing will happen unless there's pressure put on the government. And as I say, I think there is a very heavy onus and responsibility on them while these assets remain under British government control, and that no stone should be left unturned in terms of whether it's legislation or whatever needs to be done to explore the possibility of finally getting financial vindication for the victims and the communities on both sides of the Irish Sea.
Thank you.